Hello everyone, myself Assistant Professor Vatsal Patel from Civil Engineering Department working at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center Navsari. Today we are going to discuss about trust conduct. So the last and most important mindset of a contributor is trust behavior. The term trust behavior may be described as character in action. This includes keep one's word and commitments, staying with a task, acting with integrity in every situation, making sure that there is complete transparency in one's actions and interactions, etc. So, the contributors recognize that they are able to achieve results and make contribution with the help of other human beings. They receive this help if and only if they are trusted and in turn trust. Therefore, contributors practice trust behavior from very early in their career, thereby building a huge trust balance like a bank balance over their career and relationships. So let's understand trust conduct with some example. Here, non-contributor type persons have nature like confusing the other person, telling half truths, counseling or hiding information, making false promises and fudging data like changing data, replacing it with false data, adjusting data records or presenting data in a way that gives a false impression. And contributor types persons have nature like being clear, being honest, being transparent. Being transparent means telling the people things directly without hidings. What they say and what they think are the same. Telling the whole truth and presenting data truthfully. So here we can see that non-contributor type persons confuses other persons, tell only half truths about the things. Also, they conceal or hide some information about them. They make false promises to people and they fudging about data. Whereas contributor type persons are being clear and honest in their nature. They are transparent with each and everyone. They tell the whole truth to the peoples and they present their data truthfully. So, from this, we can learn that non contributors can be untrustworthy in their communications and contributors are trustworthy in their communication. Let's see another example for it. So here is one scenario of bankers meet in Japan where all other follows the code of conduct. One non-contributor type person break the code of conduct for the meeting by not wearing suit and tie, the dress code of Japan, and come in different attire and say that I want to stand out. So, would you trust him with your life savings? Let's see another scenario where contributor type person follows code of conduct during the meeting. The chairperson says, "We feel secure in doing business with Amit. He respects the code of conduct of the Japanese business community." So here we can see that non-contributor type person break the code of conduct to grab other attention and want to be different from the others to be popular and to get selected for the work. Whereas contributor type persons always respect and follow the code of conduct to be better in their profession. So, from this, we can learn that non contributors often break the stated and unstated code of conduct in an organization or in community or say in the country, and contributors respect and follow the stated and unstated code of conduct in an organization or in the community or in the country. Let's see one more example for it. So let's see what the subordinates say about non-contributor type boss. The boss decision depend on his like and dislikes. The boss decides depending on his mood on that day. The boss favors some people and not others. And now let's see what the subordinates say about contributor type boss. The boss focuses on organizational interests and not on any one person's interest alone. The boss always acts according to his principles. The boss is always fair and impartial. So, from this, we can learn that non contributors make decisions in unpredictable and inconsistent ways, and contributors always make choices that are consistent and impartial. Let's understand it with one more example. So let's see what the customer say about non-contributor type person like Sumit. Sumit promised our company many benefits to get the order, but when the time for delivery came, he backed out. So I do not trust Sumit to deliver the product on time and with quality. And now let's see what the customer say about contributor type person like Amit. When Amit commits to something, he does it. Therefore, we must give him the next contract. And Amit always ensures that whatever he produces is of a high quality and meets our requirements perfectly. So here we can see that non-contributor type persons make big promises and not fulfill them. They promise much more than what they can deliver for the results. Whereas contributor type persons deliver what they promise. They not boast about things. If they promise something, they work for it and provide better quality results. So, from this, we can learn that non-contributors overpromise and underdeliver, and contributors set clear expectations and meet them. They deliver more than they promise. Now, let's understand trust behavior in detail with one example. So, suppose you are scanning the newspapers for job advertisement when this advertisement catches your attention. Sriji Hotel Management Training Institute 100% job placement guarantee. Training for the fast growing hotel management industry. 3 months up to 2 years courses. Get trained and get a job in domestic or international hotels. Average salary of last year's students rupees 5 lakh. New batches start from 17th June 2011. So, by seeing this attractive and salary package, you want to join this type of batches, saying 100% job placement and its intensives. While you have not yet made up your mind, Jitesh, who is an old classmate of yours, joins the institute for a 3-month course. He calls you up a month later to tell you that he has discovered that 75% of the jobs on offer in the campus are in rupees 1 to 2 lakh range. Only people with a minimum of 5 years prior work experience get better job offers, and that too if they have done at least a 1 year course. So GTS and other like him would have chances of getting a job only in the rupees 1 to 2 lakh range. So, from this, we can learn that this institute puts out its advertisement in a clever way. True, it never truly made any promises. It miscommunicated to students and set up false expectations in their minds. So just think about what will happen once when the word spreads amongst the students and future applicants that did this institute make false promises. Think about the impact on the organization, on your career development, and about the customers who have put their trust in it. Let's see one more example for it. Vaidehi is an accomplished Indian classical singer. She is asked about her opinion on some details of tabla playing, a field about which she does not know much. She has two options. Like people look up to my opinion as an expert, I want to guide them in a responsible manner. And as an expert, I cannot let my image be spoiled. No one should know I am ignorant in this subject. So let's see her response number 1. Vaidehi says, I am sorry, but I don't know much about this topic. But a good friend of mine is a tabla player. I will discuss this with him and surely get back to you. And in her second response, Vaidehi gives an unclear answer with lots of technical words that impresses the listener. True, the listener doesn't understand anything. So think about this as a contributor. Which response should Vaidehi choose so that her words will increase the trust of people in her future opinions and assessment as an expert? So we can say that transparent behavior leads to trust surplus with the people we deal with. Now let's understand this in detail with one case study. A company invites applications for the post of an accountant. They interview 15 candidates for the position. Naresh appears for the interview, but despite his outstanding records, he is not selected. The interviewer said that, Congratulations, Vidushi, you can join us from this Monday. So he thinks she must be more suitable for this job and left. Naresh's friend who works for the same company calls him after 5 months, asking him if he would still be interested in considering the same position. And he came to know about that, Vidushi was the general manager's cousin. She resigned because of too many complaints against her. So, from this, we can learn that the interviewer, say HR management, of the company allowed the misuse of power, say by selecting the general manager's cousin, when he selected the candidate on the basis of personal relationships rather than on suitability for the job. Now that Naresh is being asked to join the same company, what will he be risking if he accepts this offer? Can Naresh trust that the future decisions of the company will not be biased? How can it impact his future career? So we can say that leaders are respected when they are fair and unbiased. Now let's see Rahul Dravid, known as being dependable for Team India. Rahul Dravid is famously known as the wall in the cricketing world. He established a track record of batting for long periods of time, keeping his cool under all circumstances. Through a specialist batsman, Rahul Dravid made his debut at the number 7 position, something which would have rattled many or lesser character. With sheer hard work and consistent performance, he gradually cemented his position at number 3 in the batting lineup. In the years when India did not have definite openers, he opened for India, though it was never a position of his preference. Consistency, patience, hard work, and the ability to adapt to any situations are some qualities that went on to make Rahul Dravid a batsman the team could count on. Though Dravid played in a team which had stalwarts like Sachin Tendulkar and Sourav Ganguly, he always remained secure, always playing for the team and rising to the demands of the team. Let's see some comments on Rahul Dravid. Form, consistency, patience, hard work, ability to shift gears when needed, playing for the team always make him a legend without doubt. Clearly, the USP of his batting is his patience. He is prepared for the hard grind and sets himself for the long haul every time he has the willow in his hand. If I have to put anyone to bat for my life, it would be Dravid. It's like a paint advertisement which shows the paint is fine in cold, hot, and rains, all the places. Rahul Dravid is one such consistent performer everywhere. So, from this, we can learn that Rahul Dravid, over the years, through his conduct, earned the name of being dependable. What personal choices do you think he made which had his team members, rivals, and critics trust his dependability? Consider how Dravid engaged with the game. For example, when he played, did he chase personal records, etc., etc.? What different roles did he play for the Indian cricket team? What do this tell us about him as a cricketer? Do give me your answers. So we can say that consistently keeping your commitments establish trust. Now let us understand trust conduct with one scenario. You go for an interview. The following interactions happens there. Interviewer think like, let me test him. and she said, in your previous company, you worked on this cardiovascular drug. I want you to join my company and share with us the formulations of that drug. So, as a contributor, how would you respond in a manner that respects the terms of confidentiality with your previous employer? So, from this, we can learn that in organizations, confidentiality between employee and employer, client and service provider, etc., has been institutionalized by way of non disclosure agreements. These are legally binding agreements between signing parties which restrict them from sharing information regarding each other with any third party. Why do you think such agreements are necessary? Do give your answers. Let's talk about Kiran Bedi, the India's first woman police officer. Kiran Bedi, India's first woman police officer, is one of the greatest change agents of the modern times. In 1981, as DCP of Traffic, say Deputy Commissioner of Police, she controlled traffic during the 1982 Asian Games. She didn't hesitate to tow away cars and once even challenged the car from the Prime Minister's office for wrong parking near a car repair shop. Recalling the incident, she says, my sub inspector Nirmal Singh had challenged a wrongly parked car in Connaught Place. The driver came and warned the sub inspector that this car belonged to the Prime Minister's office. Without bothering about the threat, my sub inspector told the driver that he will have to pay the fine, come what may. There was a bit of a riot there, but nothing serious happened. This incident made policemen feel empowered. They felt they could take on powerful people. I authorized and supported such action by my staff. I knew that I will be transferred when I decided to lift Indira Gandhi's car for wrong parking. I gave a thought to it and decided to do what was right then. So, from this, we can learn that through a single action, Kiran Bedi sent out a strong signal to her staff that they need not discriminate between the powerful people in high positions and the common citizens when it came to enforcement of law. So we can say that a trusted member of a community respects the protocols or code of conduct of the community. So at last, I only want to say that be steady and above all, be pure and sincere to the backbone. So here I end my session. Thank you all of you.